One of India's worst aviation tragedies is now under intense scrutiny. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau has released its preliminary report in the Air India crash involving a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and it points to a disturbing sequence of events in the cockpit, moments after the takeoff. The preliminary report in the Air India crash signals that it was pilot's fault that led to one of the worst aviation tragedy in the history. The report is being interpreted that fuel being cut off to both engines shortly after the takeoff as the cause of the disaster. Let's find out what exactly happened before the crash as per the preliminary report. As per the report, ill-fated Boeing 787 fuel control switches transitioned from run to cutoff position seconds after takeoff. This led the aircraft to lose thrust. However, a Times of India report stated that fuel switches were found in the run position in the wreckage. So, as per the preliminary report and Times of India findings, the pilot first turned the switches from run to cutoff, and then when the plane started losing thrust, they switched it from cutoff to run in the last few seconds before the crash. As per the report, after turning the fuel switches back to run, engine was partially recovered. Engine 1 was partially recovered, but engine 2 failed to recover. Ultimately, RAT was deployed when engines shut down, and then the deadly crash happened. Let's delve into what does experts say on fuel switches. As per experts, manual force is required to push the switches from run to cutoff or cutoff to run. It cannot be done accidentally either. The AAIB report revealed a brief conversation between the pilots indicating a cockpit confusion. One pilot saying, "Why did you switch off the fuel?" Other pilot saying, "No, I did not." The report does not confirm who said what, stops short of assigning fault. Federation of Indian Pilots President and former Air India pilot Captain C.S. Randhawa told PTI that the position of the fuel switches can be changed only with human interference. According to Randhawa, the switches are generally used in cases where there has been a flame out of both engines or pilots have recycled the switches. It is not clear from the preliminary report as to why the position of the switches were changed, Randhawa said, and added that there could also have been an interruption in the power supply. Now, in the case of dual engine flameout, the auto throttle switches are put off and fuel control switches are made to cut off and run. Basically, they reactivate, Randhawa told PTI. Western media outlets said that switches being turned off moments after takeoff is a step meant only for emergency landings. As per the Western media, Air India crash report shows that pilot confusion over the engine switch movement led to the crash. India's Airline Pilots Association and other aviation experts criticized the preliminary investigation for selective release of just one paraphrase sentence from what was several minutes of recorded conversations, calling it misleading and unfair to the crew. Especially aviation expert Sanjay Lazar told HT that it is regrettable that the entire CVR transcript was not released by the AAIB. Just releasing one sentence out of the context was a disservice to the pilots and all passengers and crew of AI 171. Aviation safety firm CEO Mark D. Martin dismissed the preliminary findings entirely, calling them a rushed and manipulated investigation aimed at blaming the pilots who died in the crash. It is to be noted that the report also mentioned that Air India did not carry out inspections recommended in a 2018 FAA advisory on fuel control switch safety. It is still not clear from the preliminary report as to why the position of the switches was changed. The DGCA official told PTI that now the investigation will lead in this direction to why this switch position changed, whether it was mechanical failure, whether it was intentional or unintentional or anything else, or if there was a problem. He told PTI. Aviation Minister has urged people not to jump to the conclusion and the final report is yet to come. What really happened inside the cockpit? Was this case of mechanical failure or something more human? For now, the questions far outweigh the answers.